down. So much house of cards and glass, so don't be tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been. Put your mouth and head up fast, so what you talking about? Difficult to dance round this one till you pull it out. Boy, you must have been so high. You must have been so high. Still borrow reversing your shady inference. Kangaroo done hung the jury with the innocent. Now your weeping shades of crimson in the gold, and I'm just something your eye. And you pissed all over my black head. Oh, you must have been high, high. You must have been high, high. Who are you to wave your fingers so full of it? I both deep in muddy waters, fucking hypocrite. Liar, lawyer, mirror, show me what's the difference. Kangaroo done hung the guilty with the innocent. Now your weapon shades are chosen in the gold. Gotta let yourself in your high. And you pissed all over my black head. Oh, you must have been. So who are you to wave your finger? Who are you to wave your fingers at me? You were helping out your mind. She's up in the go. Shackled and a razor. She's up in the go. Liar, lawyer, mirror for you, what's the difference?
No one seems to know this, but Amazon actually has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every single month. And here's how you can get a cut of it. My name is Charlotte Mickelson, and we help everyday people grow their income with this one simple method.
Sure.
And we're pretty darn good at it. Our company, Publishing.com.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't be an act. Okay.
The amount of energy generated by a nuclear explosion is enormous. After a massive enemy attack,
We don't have
millions would face death.
Time is money and money is time. We wasted every second time on pious lawyers, shrieks and upset flags and plastic surgery. Now will you walk a major town? Only a later have moved on. Signal the final curtain calling on its atomic pageantry. Parade. What a fireworks display! I admire all the way. The radio crescendo. Like Marilyn Monroe. Time is money, money is time. Wasted every second time. My obsessions, fancy, wearing guns and plastic surgery. But my glitz and rain is long. Now the dolphins have moved on. Signaling the final curtain, calling on atomic pageantry.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another fucking live stream. I'm back. Hello, people. It was a little nice vacation. I'm just going back in the calendar now to find out the last time I fucking live streamed, which would look like it was the 17th of December, possibly. Did I do it on the 19th? I have to wonder if I did. I have to wonder. Was I streaming that day? I have to go back and look now. It's been a while. It's been a bit. How's everyone been? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How's everything? How's life? How's things going? I don't even know how in the fuck am I even gonna do YouTube now? I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. Most people like to see me angry and upset and fucking just raging, fucking angry. But I don't know. How's Happy Slip gonna fucking come off on the internet? I don't know. We'll find out. I guess we'll see. We'll see how Happy Slip is. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll take it as it comes. Coming to a backyard near you, Slip and Lizard. So for those of you joining who don't know what the fuck I'm doing here and what the purpose of this is my little show that I do. I do it every Tuesday nights. We're not going to do it Thursday nights anymore. My schedule has filled up. I'm no longer available on that day. So Tuesday nights is the night that we will be doing it, probably, going forward. I may make amendments to it depending on certain people's schedules that are going to be directly intertwined with my life. So I've got to consult and consider others people's availabilities. So if they're working, then I can stream. I'll work it out in the end. We'll figure it out. Damn it! It's all brand new. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new time. It's a brand new Slip. I think, in a way, sort of, kind of. So listen, I don't even know. I haven't drank beer since fucking New Year's, but I've got nothing else to drink. So we're drinking beer tonight because it just is what it is. We might get through 1.5. We're gonna see. Maybe 1.5. We might be able to finish 1.5. Maybe. I don't know. I don't drink a lot anymore, so I just don't care if I don't care. I don't need it. I'm new to pop. Sorry, I'm new to pop. I have not drank pop since 20 fucking. Fuck, I don't even remember. How long has it been since I drank like a Diet Coke? Fuck, I gotta think. 2022? Yeah, that's when I quit drinking it. Back in 2022, 2023, I quit drinking pop. I gave it up. I kicked the caffeine habit. I did. I kicked it. I defeated Diet Coke. It was a mainstay with Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi because I have tumor necrosis factor, and by which, for whatever fucking reason, I can't drink pop. It always hurt my stomach. Like, oh, fucking just amazing pain. I never knew what it was till I got diagnosed back in 2014 or whenever the fuck it was. That's when I figured out it all must be from my tumor necrosis factor that I have, where it's, I get Crohn's disease and acid reflux and fucking arthritis and psoriasis and all the other shit that we all know comes with it. And so I'm new to it. I'm new to pop. I'm new to it. I'm able to drink it. I'm so excited. I can drink it like normal pop. I'm not like talking like the fucking Diet Coke. I don't need Diet Coke in my life. The aspartame is just fucking, it's bad for you. It was a hard habit that I had to kick, and I fucking beat it. I beat Diet Coke. I'm so happy with myself. I'm so proud of myself when I kicked that habit. But I've been cheating lately. I've been having the odd Sprite here and there. Been sneaking it in. I don't know how it even happened, how it ended up in the car, how it ended up in my possession. I forget now. Totally forget. But here was this Sprite in my car, and I was driving to work, and fuck, it was good. And I was able to drink it, and it didn't hurt my stomach. I was so elated. So I can get rid of the near beer now. That's my logic with it. Now I can get rid of the near beer. I don't need it anymore. It's like, I can drink normal pop now. I don't have to drink fake beer for my pop. I don't have, like, that'll be my drink. Like, I could buy Sprite. I had Canada Dry fucking cranberry. Holy good Jesus, was it good. With ice, magnifique. I was like, oh my, what have I been missing? My, you guys are like big fucking deal. You don't understand. All my life, I've only been able to drink Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. All my fucking life. Now I can drink something different? Fucking right. I'm happy. Like, yes. Fucking bonuses and fucking awesomeness. So, what I do here, getting back to the fucking point. Getting back to the point. So what do I do here? I read articles. I'll read articles for the first hour. Then you will decide if or if not you vibe with me. So you got to remember, people, I'm talking to the people who know me as well. So those of you that are new here and you're wondering what the fuck's going on, I literally will talk like Country Dixie. Who's in the house? What's up? Country Dixie, Rogue Spear. I thought I saw Trad Wife as well was in there. I saw Bigot Hoff was in there as well. So yeah, a lot of the times when I'm talking, people will know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you won't, because you just haven't been here long enough to understand who I am and what I'm doing. So anyway, if you are new, I read articles for the first hour. Then the new people will decide if they vibe with me, and the people that watch me regularly will either laugh at my cringiness or will agree with me. One of the two. They'll either hate me or like me. It doesn't matter. It's a mixed boat. People watch me for different reasons. It's odd. I love the sound of your voice, Slip. I don't understand why. I don't get it. But hey, if I put you to sleep, good enough. Far up. Cool, man. Cool on you. I don't think it's anything special. Apparently people like it. Thank you. I'm flattered. I don't know, like, whatever. I was talking to a buddy about taking selfies. And I don't know if it's for you women or not, but for guys, it seems to be, fucking listen here, Hydro. Don't you fucking snap on me. Remember last time it fucking blew? I'll turn my heater down a little. I'm not too bad. Let's turn it right the fuck off. I don't trust it. We're gonna fucking pop a breaker again. I know we are. And I'm gonna have to run inside. I fucking hate doing that. Anyway. Well, shit, that was adding some background noise though. Fuck. Just a little. We'll turn it on low. Low? A little bit. It's adding a little background noise. I kind of like it. So I can't hear the surrounding. Can't hear nothing. So yeah, so the first hour, I'll read articles. You'll decide if you want to hang out or not. And then after the first hour, I go into what's called halftime. And halftime, I'll talk about philosophy. I'll bring up some weird points. I'll go into some topic or some rabbit hole I'm going down. And then if we get into overtime, which is 2 hours deep, which is very rare nowadays, until I get my fucking co-host, we'll go into overtime, and that's when we'll just shoot the shit. That's how the format is. That's how it goes. I am still looking for a co-host because I hate doing this on my own, but it's a hard spot to fill. You can't just grab anyone off the street. It's just not the way it is. Like, I'm kind of hoping Trevor comes back, to be honest. Anyway, I'm kind of got my fingers crossed. Maybe he'll decide to come back to the show. We'll see. I don't know. We'll all bug him. We'll all bug Trevor to come back. I don't know. He's doing a thing, and then after the thing, if it doesn't work out, he's coming back. That's what you fucking told me. I can't do it on I don't think he can do it on Tuesdays though. That was the thing with Trevor. He couldn't do it on a Tuesdays. Trevor was my old co-host back at Bigot's Corner with Sarah Ireland. We had a great show together. Him and I, we vibed together. We had a good flow. I wonder, John, Intime's Wizard, who was my Sunday night co-host, you might be available, you dirty bigot. He might be available as well. I don't know. So maybe we'll grab someone new off the street. Just find someone new to come on. We were playing the girlfriend game back in 2024, leading up to the new year. That game's over. That's no longer a thing. That game's over. Remember, I was gonna try to get a girlfriend for a co-host. Yeah, we're not doing that now. That's past. So for all the people who wanting to be a co-host or like, hey, pick me, no females. No, it'd be one dude, one or two dudes. Maybe we'll do dudes. We could do two dudes. That'd be interesting. What if Trevor and John both? That'd be interesting. We could try that. Anyway, what's going on in this chat here? What up? So Country Dixie, Canada Dry Blackberry, if you could find it. The best. Never heard of that one. I'll try it. The Canada, I was like, even with Canada Dry, like, you know, it's like, because I'm trying to think, like, well, okay, well, how do you get away from that though? Because you want to get away, obviously, you want to get away from the pop, obviously, right? You don't want to drink pop all your life because that's just as much poison as anything else. So I was thinking, well, you could get a soda stream, right? You get a soda stream, you mix water and lime or water and lemon or whatever the fuck you do and you make your own Sprite and 7-Up with one of those soda stream things. That's another. It bypasses the bullshit in the drinks and stuff. Because we're all running in a healthy community here. You guys all into health and fitness, are you? Is that your fucking go-to now, health and fitness? I was watching this show called Hard North with a special person, and I fucking loved it. She told me, she goes, "You're gonna like the show." She goes, "I think you're gonna like it." And by fuck, holy shit, what a great show! And the thing I liked about it is that it didn't deal with perfection. It dealt with, and I mean, this must be where I fucking get it from growing up in the bush myself. Not so really, I guess it was rough. It was a rough go. The it ain't pretty, but it ain't pretty, but it'll work. Yeah, it'll work, but it ain't pretty. It'll hold. It ain't gonna be pretty, but it'll fucking hold. You know, that's the way Dubs always said it was a down in. What did he say? Dubs has his own version of it. Mine is it ain't pretty, but it'll work. It ain't pretty. I don't do pretty very well, but it'll fucking work. And I just the get her done fucking attitude. The using old lumber from like 10 years ago to build shit within the bush and just bushcrafting it. Not really, it's not bushcrafting, it's homesteading. But it's just you're walking into the woods with a fucking axe and a knife and you're just cutting down trees and you're building a fucking home right there. Boom, right in the fucking middle of the woods. Like, it's different. It's got a different vibe. And I fucking loved it. I'm like, that's how I fucking grew up. You just walked into the fucking woods and started cutting down trees. There's my house. Oh, cool. I've got water here. Awesome. I'll run the water up to the fucking tank. Perfect. Is it pretty? No. Is it up to code? Fuck no. Code? What code? It's the code of it fucking works. It gets water from point A to point B. Buddy was like fucking taking copper wire and built his own fucking hot water tank with a fucking bottle. I was like, what the fuck? Cool show. Watch it. Great. It's a great show. Hard North. Definitely recommend checking it out. Definitely. That's my rant for the start of it. Anyways, that's kind of giving you an idea of who I am and what you're fucking watching. A friend of mine today, she's like, I sent her a voice clip, and she's like, she was, I love listening to your voice clips. I'm like, why? I'm like, what the fuck for? Why? I don't understand it. And she's like, it's just good to hear your voice. It's just good to hear from you. It's just good to make that connection of a voice. Because when you're texting shit, it's just not the same. But when you voice it, when it's your voice going over it, it's, I don't know. It's like a phone call. You know, you haven't heard from someone in a long time, and they give you a call. Fuck, it's good to hear your voice. Fuck yeah. So it's good to be here. It's good to be back. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's get it on. Let's see what the fuck we're dealing with. Oh my gosh. Seriously though. But seriously, yes, I'm going to talk about Trump. Yes, we're going to go get into it. We're going to dig into this. I don't even know what to fucking call it now. I honestly don't. And it's so weird what's happening here. I want to watch this one. I've seen shorter clips of this. This is the one I want to watch.
In the United States, the leader of the Conservative. If you were to work under the assumption that you're serious about making Canada the 51st state of the United States, the leader of the Conservative Party in Canada said, under no circumstance will it ever be the 51st state.
Maybe he won't win, but maybe he will. I don't.
You had suggested.
Listen, I don't care what he says.
Sir Lopez, you said you were considering military force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Panama?
No, economic force, because
he can't be fucking serious. Like, he can't be serious. This has to be he's trolling. He's fucking trolling us. This is not a serious thing. It can't be. He can't be fucking serious. He's got to be blowing so much fucking smoke out of his ass to be, he cannot be serious. This whole interview is something to watch. He's trolling us.
as Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like.
I agree with them in that respect. Yes, if we united Canada and the States, the economic powerhouse that we would fucking dominate the rest of the global markets. Yes, I agree with them. I think without it, but they would have to free up the natural gas. They'll have to free up the fucking lumber. They'll have to free up right now in Edmonton and fucking Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba as well. They're strangling the pipelines. They're fucking not allowing us to fucking they're not allowing us to fucking get our oil, get our gas. Like, yeah, I mean, for sure. If we opened up weed delivery, I got a roommate. But if, like, honestly, yeah, don't we always bitch? Are we not always bitching how they're that Alberta can't produce enough oil because of the government restrictions, because of the government regulations? Are we not? Do we not bitch and moan and cry about that? We can't even access our own natural resources because of the government restrictions. We bitch and moan and cry about it. Fine. So we amalgamate Canada and the U.S., and all those restrictions are now not so much taken away, but at least we could capitalize on all of our natural resources. Or what if we just did it? What if the citizens of Canada just relinquished and allowed us to access our own natural resources without the state's help? What about that? Why do we always look for fucking Daddy America to come fucking save us? What the fuck? You think fucking Ferryman? I'm gonna show his tweet in a minute. After this, he has such a stellar fucking point that he makes, but we'll get to it in a minute.
Like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada.
Oh, fuck off, buddy. Fuck right off. You basically protect Canada. No, you're protecting yourself. We're just in the fucking way. Alaska and the States. Like, we're just in the way. That's all. You're protecting yourself. Don't fucking tell me we're protecting Canada. You're protecting yourself from Russia, from China, from all your fucking enemies that you've made over the world. You're protecting yourself. We're just sort of here. Like, we don't need to ask for your help or for your protection. We're in the fucking way. So, I mean, if they attack you, who else is going to be fucking defending you? We will. Dumbass. Like, give me a break. You're so full of shit. So full of hot air. This holy shit. And I like Donald Trump. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good businessman. I think if he was the CEO of my company, I know that company would be doing really well financially. That's how I feel about Donald Trump. I think if he was the CEO of my company, we'd be making a really good profit. We'd probably have profit sharing. We'd all be for sure. That's how I feel about him. That's my idea of Donald Trump, of who he is. But he's so full of hot air. Oh my gosh.
But here's the problem with Canada. So many friends up there.
Fuck off.
I love the Canadian people.
Yeah.
They're great.
We are.
We're spending hundreds of billions a year to protect it. We're spending hundreds of billions a year.
Bullshit. You're protecting yourself. Not us. Fucking liar.
To take care of Canada. We
Fuck
lose in trade deficits. We're losing massive. We don't need their cars. You know, they make 20% of our cars. We don't need that. I'd rather make them in Detroit. We don't need the cars. We don't need their lumber.
Fine. I mean, cool. I can't argue when we think of Detroit, what do we think of? We think of this bustling metropolis of automotive factories, and they made the cars and and then all that business dried up and went away, and Detroit became a shadow of its once greatness that it had. So when he says that, even me as a Canadian living in Ontario, I say, yeah, that's actually a good. Yeah. Even I'm like, go Detroit, go. We still love you. As a culture, Detroit's almost like a cultural icon in a way. Because when we think of Detroit, we think of the car manufacturer, we think of the automotive industry and how it got taken away, and the city became depressed and its once great glory. So it's almost a cultural icon when you think of the devastation that happened in Detroit, in a way. That's the nostalgic feeling that I feel when I think of Detroit. That's how I feel about the city. It has its own spirit. Every city has its own spirit. And that's how I feel about Detroit. It actually, there's something. There's heart there. There's heart. There's struggle. There's despair. There's, hope for the future. So.
Lumber. We have massive fields of lumber. We don't need their lumber. We have to unrestrict them because stupid people put, restrictions on, but I can do that.
Stupid people put restrictions on your own lumber. So you don't need our lumber per se, as long as you can lift the restrictions that are on your own lumber, is what you're saying. You don't need it. Well, you kind of need it because yours is restricted and ours isn't, or something like that. Okay. We're going to fix that with an executive order. Okay, maybe he will.
With an executive order. We don't need anything they have. We don't need their dairy products. We
Okay.
have more than they have. We don't need anything. So why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada? And I said that to, as I called him, Governor Trudeau. I said, listen, what would happen if we didn't subsidize you, if we didn't, because we give them a lot of money. We help them. As an example, we're buying icebreakers, and Canada wants to join us in the buying of icebreakers. I said, we don't really want to have a partner.
Yeah, but if you think about it this way, we don't really want a partner. Well, if you go in as buyers together, what happens is that the price is lower. You go in like a, it's one thing for one company to go out and buy supplies, but if 100 companies band together and they're all buying supplies from the same manufacturer, the manufacturer will lower the price because they're buying in such big numbers. That's what standard operating procedures. When you buy in bulk, you save money. Why? Well, because you're buying more, so you get a discount. So if countries would go in as a team to buy icebreakers, it would make sense that you would get a lower price. Makes sense. That's the way I was thinking about it.
And the buying of icebreakers, we don't need a partner. But
Might be cheaper.
no right. Nope, no right. Here's what we have. We have a right not to help them with their financial difficulties because we owe $36 trillion still. We're going to start knocking it out pretty fast, but we're going to be able to do it because of energy and other things. But no right. No right. But why are we supporting a country 200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state. That's why I told Trudeau when he came down, I said, what would happen if we didn't do it? He said Canada would dissolve.
I call bullshit. I'm sure Trudeau said that too. Word for word, that's verbatim. Oh, basically what he said. Basically, though, this is verbatim. That's what he said, word for word. I want to see the transcripts. I want to see the receipts, but
Canada wouldn't be able to function if we didn't take their 20% of our car market. They send us hundreds of thousands of cars. They make a lot of money with that. They send us a lot of other things that we don't need. We don't need their cars, and we don't need the other products. We don't need their milk. We got a lot of milk. We got a lot of everything. And we don't need any of it.
What's with the fucking milk? Is that with the milk cartel? Is that what Maxime Bernier was talking about all the time? Even Donald Trump knows about the fucking dairy cartel. Even Donald Trump knows. That's why he's bringing up the milk, I swear. There's a dairy cartel.
So I said to him, well, why are we doing it? He said, I don't really know.
No, not a cocaine cartel, not a marijuana cartel. No. Canada has a dairy cartel. Of course we do. That's kind of unique in a way. Is it not? Not special in a way? Nice little special. We have a dairy cartel. Ooh, scary. Fucking rocking with what's a cartel, right? So you automatically think of a drug lord cartel. They got the fucking Jeeps with the fucking big, machine guns on it. And, hey, the cartels in Mexico. That's what you think of, right? No, we're Canadians. We got this fucking milk. Mexicans are fucking running, cocaine and fucking weed and drugs and money. What's Canada running? Milk, bro. Milk. Sometimes I hang my head. I'm like, Canada. You're like, come on. You want your country to be, like hockey and baseball, and because I'm a nationalist, I believe in nationalism. And you want your country to be the best. You want it to be number one. You want it to be the global leader. You want it to be the best, the richest, the most freest, the most smartest. You want it to be the best because you live in it. And then sometimes I just hang my head like, Canada, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes.
He was unable to answer the question, but I can answer it. We're doing it because of habit, and we're doing it because we like our neighbors, and we've been good neighbors. But we can't do it forever, and it's a tremendous amount of money. And why should we have a $200 billion deficit and add on to that many, many other things that we give them in terms of subsidy? And I said, that's okay to have if you're a state. But if you're another country, we don't want to have it. We're not going to have it with European Union either.
I get it. I get it. I mean, if they're, and I mean, like I said, he's the CEO. So he's looking around for the fucking, where are we losing money? Where are we losing money? It would actually be good for Canada. I don't see any problem with strengthening our border. I don't find anything wrong with that at all. Maybe maybe it'll help us be more self-sufficient. Take away the things and you'll have to survive. Well, it's like you'll have to survive. You have to fucking pull up your fucking bootstraps, and now you're gonna have to fucking do it on your own. That's the way she goes, right? That's just the way she fucking goes, baby. I want to show this thing from Alex the Ferryman's Toll. He did an awesome fucking, really good. Is it out here? Is there down here somewhere? Where are you at, Alex? Are you here? Is this it? I think this is it. Is this it? I don't think this is it. I don't think so. I thought I brought it up. I was fucking positive I brought it up. Did not bring it up, because I definitely know I reposted it. Go to my account here. Go to my account. Hello. Go to my account. No, just go. There we are. Hello, Slip. Hello, Slip. That's not it. That's that. So this is the thing from Ferryman right here. This is so good. This is so true. To everyone applauding this North American Union garbage, have you ever even considered for a moment that Trump won't be in charge forever? Did you forget they stole the election in 2020 and they could easily do it again? Trump is here to sell you something you would never buy from Biden or Kamala. And that's exactly what you're going to get after purchase. On the nose, on the money. He's only here. He's only there for 4 years. And then what? Well, you're stuck with a Kamala. You're stuck with a fucking Biden. Not even a Biden. Kamala would have been fucking a million times worse. Million times. It'd be like fucking Chrystia Freeland fucking getting prime minister, being prime minister. Imagine a fully liberal cast. So we're gonna probably get a full conservative cabinet, which is going to be hell on earth for all of Diagolon. 100%, it is going to be. 100%. It is going to be the worst thing. That it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad for us. Why? Did we all forget what the fuck happened? I think a lot of people have fucking forgotten what happened and what was said and who came after us. Do you people forget Pierre Poilievre came after us? I didn't fucking forget. And he's going to be the prime minister. Let's think about it for a fucking minute. So the soon to be guaranteed. If this motherfucker doesn't get in, this system is totally rigged. The soon-to-be Prime Minister, Pierre Poilievre, who is openly does not like us, has been very vocal of the fact that he does not like Diagolon. Very vocal. More so than Trudeau. Trudeau picked the war. This is from Jeremy McKenzie, from our good friend Ray James. That's what he said. Trudeau picked a fight with a fake country and lost. He lost. Trudeau lost versus a fake country. Country didn't even exist, and he fucking lost. He lost the war. So that was the last one chasing us. Now we have the soon to be Pierre Poilievre fucking to be prime minister. I'm not looking forward to his leader. I'm not looking forward to him being prime minister. Are you fucking kidding? They're gonna hunt us to the end of the earth. They will. They're going to come after us. Of course they are. Of course they are. You thought it was bad with Trudeau? Fuck. Just fucking wait. Are you a dag? Oh, shit. Oh shit. Y'all remember what happened? Yeah, I didn't. I'm not going to talk about it. I won't. If you don't know, then you don't know. And if you do know, if you do remember, and you're not even the slightest bit concerned, I think you should be. I am. I'm concerned. It's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking about it. Like, this might be where we go to jail. This might be it. This might be it. This could be it. Round us all up. Get the dags. Get the people who believe in a fucking fake country. Round up all the dags. Don't say it. Slip. Slip. Don't say that. We are the new. Uh-oh. Oh no. The Holocaust. The Dagacost. The Dagacost. The Dagacost. That's what it'll be. It's going to be the Dagacost. I'm telling you. It's my word. Stolen. Market that. Print and copy. Market. Slippin' Lizard said it first. The Dagacost. When fucking Pierre Pelvier fucking comes into power and hunts every dag to the end of the earth. Putting them all in concentration camps. Be all re-education camps, but after the war and stuff, they can't feed them, so they're all fucking being buried in the big ditches and stuff. Oh yeah, it's a scary book we'll write together. Be terrifying. I honestly think we're gonna get. Yeah, I think there's gonna be repercussions, and anyone who says they're a dag is gonna be squeezed a little bit. I think that is coming. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. That's my prophecy for the future. That's what I foresee in the future. And I'm the plaid wizard, and I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to. That's my prediction. It's not going to be great. I know that. And it's not going to be like Trudeau. It just won't be. Lose to a fake country. We thought that was bad. We did. We thought it was bad. Nothing. My opinion. Take it or leave it. What else we got here? Let's jump off that for a bit. If Canada gets annexed, he will be governor. Fuck. If. And a couple of world going to jail should be the least of our fears. Yep. It's true. In a corrupt world, going to jail should be the least. Yep. We're not here to be comfortable. We're here to be forged in the fire. Yes. I was talking to my special someone. So I'm just going to start calling him. And we were talking about happiness. And how, in order to, this was a concept I came up with a while back. It was from listening to Tool. Because Tool has a joy through suffering. That was their religion they made up. Creepy, but still it's kind of cool. And I got thinking about it. And it was another thing that combined with something that Trevor used to say. Trevor would say, how do you say you're fighting for freedom, but you don't know what freedom is. It's an imaginary thing that you can't even, you don't understand it. Why? Why can you not understand freedom? It's because you don't know till you're there. Well, how do you know you're there? Well, you have to go through hell first. You go through hell, you go through pain, you go through suffering, and then you know and you understand what true freedom is. How do you know what freedom is? If you've been locked up, if you've been held in confinement. That's how you know what freedom is. Because it's the opposite of that. Well, the opposite of being confined, the opposite of being locked up is freedom. The opposite of being shackled to the system is freedom. People that live out in the fucking bush. We are free. Why? Well, because we're unshackled from the system. But you would have to be shackled to the system to understand. You have to know. How do you know happiness? When you go through sadness, when you go through depression, when you go through anger or hate. Go through those emotions. Understand them. And then you will appreciate what happiness truly is. That's the ticket. That's the ride. So you have to go through suffering in order to understand happiness. Forged in fire. Yeah. Pretty much forged in fire. You burn it off. You burn off. You burn off. You understand the flame. Then you understand what it's not to be in the fire. How do you know what it's not like to be? Well, you have to be in the fire first. Be in the fire, understand it. Okay, that's fire. Fire sucks. Fire, that's bad. Why is it we understand bad before we understand good? No, understand bad first, and then it makes you appreciate it. Makes you appreciate it. I think because if you're in the good, you don't even know you're there. You don't even know. That's the problem. You don't even know you're there. No clue. How do you not know? Well, you've never experienced pain. You've never experienced suffering. Once you experience those things, you're like, oh shit, that's happiness. This is what happiness feels. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know I was there. Had no idea. So weird. Or burning off karma. I don't believe in, well, you reap what you sow. Karma's a fucking, I leave that one alone. No comment. You reap what you sow. If you plant a bad seed, you're gonna get a bad fruit. You reap what you sow. What'd you sow? Did you sow pain? Did you sow suffering? Did you sow anger? Did you sow just like, what did you sow? What did you plant? What'd you plant there? What'd you get? What'd you get as fruit? Well, I got lies and deceit, anger and hostility, and if those are the seeds you planted, so shall it will be what it will bear. You reap what you sow, baby. I don't know about Trump. Fuck. I hope he's trolling us because it's annoying. You're only there for 4 years, bud. 4 years. And then you're gone. So see what you got. Yeah, what's this? Oh yeah. I will keep it nice and light tonight. We don't have to go into heavy shit. There's some weird shit. Well, after halftime, we're gonna get into some weird shit in halftime. Kind of. Fact checkers too politically biased. Zuckerberg abandons Facebook censorship for X-like community notes. Now, I've never looked into community notes. I hear about them. I know nothing about them, but they're very popular. It seems very, very popular. So, I don't know. Interesting. Just over a month after Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg met with Donald Trump, of course, at his Mar-a-Lago resort, and a day after Trump's longtime friend, UFC CEO Dana White, joined Facebook's board. Wow. Zuckerberg announced a sweeping overhaul of social media platforms' moderation policies. The change includes nuking the controversial fact-checking censorship program and adopting a system similar to Elon Musk's community notes on X, signaling a pivot towards free speech as Trump 2.0 will usher in an era of revitalization of Western values. We'll see. Obviously, they're pro-Trump. Obviously. But we'll see. We'll see what again, though, we as Canadians, I mean, although we're in an argument, at best, we'll say, although we're in the argument with the States, we still love the States. Like, it's still the States. Like, it's America. You know? It's America. It's like Canada's big brother. He's just yelling at us, right? We still love the States. It's like, I still love you, right? And so even though this is, basically Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit, that's American culture that we have adopted and we use, right? It's still American culture. It's still American. So we applaud this. I do as a Canadian. I still applaud the switchover. It's a controlled switchover. It's not a true switchover. It's not still the same fucking people in charge. In the end, it's still the same little hats in charge. Like, let's not all kid ourselves. Like Trump, anytime. Listen, Pierre Poilievre did it. This is where I go with this. This was the thing that sort of really gave me a fuck over in the brain. Pierre Poilievre was doing we used to cheer for him back in the day, before he became what he is now. But he was given this talking point or some fucking thing, and in back of him, on his little shelf, kind of like, everyone has their little displays that they have. In back of him was a fucking Israeli flag. Like, are you Jewish, bud? What's with the flag? You dog whistling? What is that about? Yeah, but what's with the flag? Why not? Where's the Azerbaijan flag? Why are you Jewish? I don't think you are. I don't remember pulling up anything about you being Jewish. What's with the flag, bud? Why do you support, like, it was so weird. We all know who Trump fucking. It's gonna be so much better with Trump and people being where the right wing is winning. The right wing, we're finally moving to the right, and it's awesome. You wouldn't know right wing if it came up and slapped you in the fucking mouth. Like Jeremy, again, I'll fucking give credit to where credit's due, of course, Jeremy. I think it was Jeremy, or was it Alex? Was it Ferryman? I forget. One of the two. I forget which one. And he was going on about how if for all those conspiracy theories or people who think the right wing, you're on the right, if you haven't figured out the Jewish question, people who actually have look at you like you're idiots. We look at you like you're no different than the woke left. Like to not get that point, to not see it for what it is. Once you see it, you see it. You're like, oh shit. What your opinion on that is a different story, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Jeremy McKenzie, Rage, he always said that it was like a spider web, and you would hook onto it. Like, where does this go? Oh, it leads right to Israel. Oh, where's this one? Here's another one. Where's that go? Right back to Israel. All these fucking little strings come back right to Israel, and it's odd. It's very odd. Like, huh? It don't say. Interesting. And I'm allowed to say that it's interesting. So when I look at Donald Trump, and I look at, they're swinging right. Right? It's all controlled by the same fucking people. So I don't, right, left, up, down, back, forth. It's all controlled by the same people. So how is it any different? Like, oh, we're going to vote conservative. Oh, we're voting liberal. Oh, we're voting MDP. That system's controlled. It's a controlled system. Of course it is. It's been that way for a while. Jordan Peterson, don't you want the Jews in charge? I think that'd be a good thing. Why? Well, because they have advanced speechcraft. That's why. Asians have advanced spatial recognition, as per the bell curve, and Ashkenazi Jews, specifically Ashkenazi Jews, have amazing speechcraft. They're the best. They're the top of the human race. Wouldn't you want them in charge? Not particularly. No, why? So we can be controlled by speech? No thanks. It'd be hard to control me. I mean, you could control me by spatial recognition, I guess. You could maybe use it in such a way that you would manipulate people, I guess, so that they would, they only can open a door, on the right hand of the swing, or some shit like that, and some mastermind way to control the public. Sure, I'm sure that's a thing for these math psychologist people. But speech, fucking right you can with speech. That's a fact. That's a proven fact that you can control people through speech. You can manipulate them through speech. So you want one group of people who are basically, now listen, I'm telling you right now, nobody wants you to be Jewish. Jews don't want you to be Jewish. They do not want you to convert to Judaism. They'll tell you to your face. They don't want you to, as a Christian, I'm a born again Christian. I preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Come join. Come live forever. We can go to heaven together. We can wrap up in the angel wings and off we go. Live forever. Yes, as many people as, if I can reach one fucking person, I've done my job. I only have to reach one soul. If I can talk to one person and they hear my voice and they understand the Bible and they convert and they give their lives to Jesus, I've done my job. At least I got one. Right? Someone chose to start a new path in life and turn from sin and follow the ways of God. You get one. Like you're like, go forth and preach the gospel to all creation. Go and preach the gospel. Go spread the word of God. Go do it. Jews don't want that. They don't want you to convert. I've talked to them. To my face, said it to me. No, we'd prefer you didn't. Really, it's odd. It's very odd. How do you grow your religion? Through birth? That's how we grow it. We grow our religion through birth. Yeah, it's a birthright. We'd prefer you don't convert to Judaism. Thanks. No. Yeah, they don't. They segregate. They try to segregate themselves. I'm being fucking polite here. I'm being very polite. They segregate themselves. They do. They think they believe themselves to be the chosen ones of God. Would I disagree with them? Probably not. Have they been bad? Yes, they have been very, very bad. And they're gonna pay a very dear price for it. They will. Not by my hand, but by the hand of God. Just saying. I've read the Bible. It's not a good time. You only get 144,000 to suck my dick. That's what you get. That's all. That's out of your whole fucking country, out of that whole area. I'm being generalized here. I'm using the Bible. Out of the whole area of Israel, from the Nile, wherever the fuck you want to call it, whatever the borders are in Ezekiel fucking 47. Those borders. What's ever in those borders, you got 144,000 people. That's it, buds. 12,000 from each tribe. That's it. Are you fucking kidding? How many people live there right now? Because that's the only ones that God says, good enough, good enough. That one over there, that one, him, her, him. How many people live in Israel? Think about it. 144,000. What's that percentage? Fucking don't piss on my black cattle butt. Fuck. Give me a break. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Under the altar of God, there was a multitude of people. That they didn't receive the mark. I forget how it goes. It's in Revelation, so I don't want to bring it up. They didn't receive the mark, and they were like basically killed because of the word of God. Multitudes and multitudes of people. You get 144,000. Like, ew. Yikes. Those are bad numbers, bud. Bad numbers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pay? Yeah. No, it's not going to go up for you for your treachery and your debauchery and the way you prostituted yourself to the nations. No, it's not. He's not happy. The God's chosen people. He's not happy. So, good luck. Good luck with that. I got my own demons to fucking fight. Got my own problems. But damn. Sucks to suck. Just saying. I can say what I want to. I've read the Bible. It's in there. It's true. But it's true. What I say is true. It's still true. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're going to go. Woo! Good for you, Facebook. Yay. Good job. We're going to be like Twitter now. So everyone come back to Facebook. Everyone come to Twitter. Everyone come to Facebook. Everyone come to Instagram. Everyone come to Rumble. Everyone over here. They got the pom-poms out. Yay. I talk about the things that are to come. I talk about the things that I see are to, not the things that are now. If you're looking for the now, I don't talk about the now normally. The odd time like Trudeau resigning, big deal. Ooh, who cares? And so I forget who said. I'll give credit where credit's due. I don't know who said it. Probably Alex. That by Trudeau resigning, they avoid the no confidence vote because it prolongs the session. It might have been Raging Dissident. I don't know. One of the two. Because it shuts down Parliament for X amount of time so that now they can run and find a new party leader for the liberal government. And they're actually going to save votes because if they went through a vote of no confidence, it would look way, way worse on the Liberal Party. But by him stepping down, they're trying to save face. It's probably still not going to work. I can't see it still working. I mean, if it was just Justin, they just hate Justin, all because of Justin. This is a way to win back votes. In a way, my opinion. I mean, it's probably obvious, but I mean, I don't know. That's what I think. No. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Anyway, what time are we at? We're at 8:53. We've got a couple more minutes left. Whew! It's been a while. Been a while. I don't know how I used to do this for 3 hours. 3 hours. Well, I had more chatter to look at as well, so that always helps. That's why I'm hoping maybe Trevor and John, we'll see which one. We'll cast a lure, see which one we can get to bite. John, End Time Wizards is a good dude. We'll see. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to try to, I just didn't have time. Sprite. I was supposed to get Sprite. I was going to have Sprite tonight. Shit. Wasn't thinking. Just wasn't thinking. Wasn't planning. I had other things. I was doing other things. I was doing funner things. So I was like, fuck it. Next time. Oh, be it next time. I'll be more. I should have did it through the week. I should have. I should have been. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I can bring water out, but it's fucking cold. So we got 6 minutes to talk about it. Alcohol. Please stop using it to stay warm. Please stop using it. This is what they do in the north. And I was watching some dude, I forget who the fuck it was. And the alcoholism is so bad in the north because that's how they stay fucking warm, because it numbs your senses. I didn't know this. I was outside with a friend of mine smoking, and we were freezing our asses off. And we went in, and then we had like a couple beers and shit like that. We come back outside, I'm like, oh, I fucking warmed up, eh? And she's like, no, it's because you've been drinking. You've had a couple of beers, so the temperature doesn't, you don't feel it as much. Like, oh, I didn't really. Still, I kind of didn't clue into it. But then I watched the documentary. I was like, oh shit, people use it to stay warm. Like, it's wild. Like, that's why they'll be slamming vodka, and that's why they'll be slamming whiskey and rum. And it's not the burning sense. I thought it was, you drink it to stay warm because that's that burning sensation inside you, and it somehow warms your blood or some shit like that. No. No, it just dulls your senses. You just don't feel it. It's still fucking cold. People are fucking, they've lost fingers and shit from frostbite because they're fucking alcoholics. They just don't know they're cold because they've been drinking. It blew my fucking mind. I went, oh my fuck. That's horrible. Don't stop. Please, for the love of Jesus, stop doing that to yourself. Don't use it. It's like a crutch. It's like when I used to smoke weed just because I was bored. I'd be bored, so I know I'll smoke a joint and I won't be bored anymore. Look at that paint dry. That's so fucking cool. Look at me entertain myself by fucking watching paint dry because I'm fucking high. I used it like a crutch. It was a crutch. Paint, joy through suffering is another example of the joy through suffering. Same concept. How do you know when you're not bored? Be bored for a while. You'll find something to do. No, you should be bored. You should get bored. You should allow yourself to get bored. Oh, I'm bored. I don't want to be bored, so I'll smoke a joint and I won't be bored anymore. No. You should be bored. You should get bored. Do it. Get bored. It's actually good for you. Why? Because it encourages you to do something. It'll get you off your ass. It'll get you moving. That's why. That's what boredom does. It gets you moving. Why? Because you don't want to be there, because it's boring. Why would you want to be bored? Why would you want to have nothing? Why would you want to feel empty and just want to looking at a single spot on the wall? Why? Well, because I got nothing to do, so I'm entertaining myself, and I got music going on in the background. Let me just distract. I'm just distracting myself from my fucking insanity. No. That's what would happen to me. Back when I had my very first man cave was called the Lab. I'd go to the Lab. I didn't play video games. I wasn't playing video games. I wasn't watching YouTube. I wasn't doing none of this shit. None of it. And I would get bored. Fuck, I want something to do. I can't go out in the bush and chop down a tree. I got nothing to do. You get antsy, right? So I would go down to our basement. I'd fucking rip apart fucking stereos, or I'd fucking I once built a trailer for my bike. I attached a chainsaw to a bicycle to try to just to fuck around, just to see. just to see what you can do with a 22. What is it? Not a 22. Fuck, a brake line. Yeah, you do something with a brake line, brake line, and a fucking blasting cap. You know, shit like that. I used to fucking make potato guns, but I make them small, and I'd use alcohol for the fumes that fucking like shoot marbles through pop cans. You know, well, that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, cool, science. It's science. I called it the lab. Where are you going? I'm going to the lab. I'm bored. I'm going to the lab. We're gonna go see what I can make, what I can do. Gasoline doesn't work well in the just so for the guys, for your man caves, don't take engines into your basement. It's not a good idea. I've done it. No, it's not a good plan. That's not a garage, bud. Your basement is not a garage. Fuck, did that stink. Whew, can't do that in here, man. Oh, that's what garages are for. Fuck, I wish I had a garage. Fucking gasoline. Like, okay, no combustible engines in the basement. All right, deal. It wasn't even the X or anything neither. It was me. It was like, no, that doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. But yeah, so that was the lab, and I've had a man cave ever since. I really have. It's I don't know what it is. It's my space, you know. It's my man cave. I forget who I was talking to about it, and might have been my special person. I think might have been, and. Oh, you got a man cave? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess what it is. I always have to have one, and I think every man needs one, in a way. Every man needs a man cave in some form. I don't know what it is. It's like your own space. It's your own area where you go and break shit and cut things, drill things, make things explode. You know, whatever. Everyone needs a man cave. Every man needs a man cave.
It's halftime.
Well, you had your fucking chance. That's what I have to get off my chest. Welcome to halftime. Welcome to where I get to talk. Well, I've been doing it all show, basically, because I can, because I don't have a co-host for a brake pedal. Just saying. We'll find one. We'll make it more interesting. We'll get a banter going. But yeah, you had your fucking chance. You had your chance. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You had your fucking chance. You had your chance, and now it's gone. Bye. Goodbye, chance. So long. It was nice seeing you. So I don't know what the fuck happened. The reason why the show is called Penguins. Now, I'm not allowed to give away all the secrets. I can't give away everything. I'm not allowed. I was asked. I was told to. You can't tell them everything. All right, fine. Deal. So I'll say it like this. How can I do this? They said I'd be lost to a ferry. And I was. A ferry came down, scooped me, and flew me away. They did. They totally did. And I was like, son of a bitch. That's another prophecy. Another prophecy came through. It really did. For me, in my own personal journey with Jesus, another prophecy has come true, and it will always be out of their own mouths. It's a lot like with Moses and the Pharaoh of Egypt. The Pharaoh of Egypt was the one who said, and he was going to go and kill all the firstborn sons of Israel. And Moses wept. He's like, "You just out of your own words have condemned you. Your own words will always condemn you. They will." And that's exactly what happened. And it's the second time when it happened again, because it happened once before. I won't talk about it. It happened once before. And I was like, shouldn't say shit. That's like you're cursing yourself. Why would you curse? Don't ever curse yourself. Don't curse yourself. Don't say things that are negative towards yourself, because they could come true. Is the problem. It really, it could come true. And that's exactly what I was told. I'd be lost to a ferry, and I was. The ferry came down, flew me away. Bye, bye down there. Bye, see ya. Yay, goodbye. And dropped me off on an island. I don't know where this fucking penguin came in. No, I don't know what's with the penguin. Don't know, but I'm rolling with it. I'm just rolling with it. And he ate my fudge. The penguin ate my fudge. It was a horrible thing. I had a box of fudge, and the penguin ate it. I'm telling you. He's eating all my food on me. It's fucking I don't know. I don't know what this new round, this new beginning came from. God didn't tell me it was happening. He didn't say, hey, Slip, by the way, let's make you happy and give you what you want, kind of, in a way that I didn't know I was looking for in the first place, sort of, kind of, not really, did. My video called Drunken Confessions is the video. That is the video where I prophesied this. I didn't prophesy it. I put a blessing upon myself. Anyway, in that video. And it was it's a blessing. It is an absolute blessing, but it's like, well, you don't know what a blessing is until you go through hell. Go through hell first, and then you'll know what a blessing is. Oh, I like this. This is fun. So I don't even know how I'm going to move forward doing YouTube and doing Rumble, being in this constant state of like, how the fuck do I function? How do I get through this? I don't know. We'll find out what Happy Slip can do. Anyway. Yes, this is the show. This is what I do. This is me. But I just, I have to praise Jesus and praise God and thank them for being there for me and leading the way and being an example of yes, God does listen to you. Yes, God is moving into your best direction. Yes, Jesus is there. He will lead you the proper path. He is the good shepherd. He is the good shepherd. I was on a friend of mine today, and when I say good Jesus. Why do I say good Jesus? You're not allowed to take the Lord's name in vain. I'm not taking the Lord's name. I'm just saying what's true. Only Jesus is good. Only Jesus. Nothing, no other person, no other thing. Only Jesus is good. Jesus is good. Somewhere's in Matthew, I think. Something like that. He makes a point of it. Why do you call me good? How am I good? And only Jesus is good. Like, that's it. All your righteousness is as filthy rags, says the Bible. That's what man's righteousness is. His path is true nature. Man's true nature is righteousness is as filthy rags. All of man. Because we're sin. Once you cross that line, you're into sin. So it doesn't matter how good you try to be, how fucking permanent and perfect, and look at me, I cross I dot my I's and I cross my T's, and everything's so fucking perfect. Oh, look at me. All your righteousness is as filthy as rags. And only Jesus is good. That's why I say it. So, I mean, I just say, that's why I say that, and that's why I give them praise and glory for putting me into the position I'm in right now, and a bright, wonderful future I see before me, of glorious opportunity, of positive vibes, of opportunities, and fucking oneness, and home, and just fuck, I can't. That's how I feel. That's where I'm at in life right now. That's where I'm at. And I'm not saying my life before was horrible or bad. I'm not saying like it's. I'm just saying I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get on with the Book of Thoth. Let's go. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's my issue. My issue is hurting people's feelings. I don't want to be hurting people's feelings. But oh well. Where are you at? Book of Thoth. Thoth. Okay, so the Book of Thoth. I've fucking heard. It's the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. It's gonna lead you to the path of enlightenment. Remember, I read the Bible, so that to me is the only magical book you need, right? But I've been hearing about this Book of Thoth thing, and I have an open mind. I'm not completely retarded. I do have an open mind. You know, I'm open to things. I can vary my opinions on. I was talking to someone. I was talking about your foundations of Christianity. When you become a Christian, when you come into when you become a Christian, and you become filled with the Holy Spirit, and you become passionate about God, and you become passionate about the Bible, and it fucking consumes you, is what it does. The Christian faith, it will consume your soul. It does. It consumes you, and every thought and you get so passionate about it. And they're asking me my advice. They're like, how did you balance? How did you maintain order? And I'm like, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't. I used to read the Bible 13 hours a fucking day. I did for 2 fucking years. I read the Bible. I studied the Bible for 13 hours a day for 2 years. I got laid off. I just become Christian. I became very passionate about the Bible and about God and Jesus, and just learning and try to understand everything to do with it. And I got laid off. And I was laid off for 2 years. It was during the recession. There was no work. I was very low. I had low skills, low experience. I was just on the bottom of the food chain. And so what I would do is study the Bible. I'd go to the EI office. I'd look for work. Nope, nothing. Come home. Open the Bible. 13 fucking hours a day for 2 years straight. Every day. So there was no balance. And I mean, I just learned over the years that not everyone wants to hear about the Bible. They don't. And I understand that. I don't push it on people. Like, if you don't want to hear about it, but if you have questions, and that was always my thing, I'll only really talk about it if you have questions. If you have questions, I am very passionate about it. I will talk your fucking ear off about it if you want to hear it. If you don't, I ain't going to say a fucking word. If you don't want to hear it, I understand that. So yeah, they were asking me about it. And you have to be prepared to be wrong. Be prepared to be wrong. Be prepared to, Jesus talks about building your faith upon the rock. There's the person who built their house upon the sand. Waves came, washed the foundation out, threw it off the sea. But the person who built their house upon the rock, but had a strong foundation, the winds blew and the waves came, crashed against the rock, and the house still stood. And that's how you have to build your faith. That's how you have to build your understanding of the Bible and of how everything sort of fits together. You built it upon the rock. But it's impossible to put every foundation in the rock. We don't know enough. You weren't there. You weren't there with Jesus. You weren't there walking with him. Right? So because you weren't there walking with him, sometimes you're going to be wrong. You're just going to be wrong. You're just flat out going to be wrong. You're just absolutely going to be proven wrong here, there, and you know, maybe because I always make it as the analogy of a house, right? You know, maybe you've got the living room on the rock, but you got your bedroom on the sand. And, you know, trouble or new evidence or new understanding or a new complex theory comes and it washes out your living room or your bedroom. Your living room's still standing. It's still standing on the rock, but yeah, you had built that part because you don't really know where you're building. That's the problem. So you got to find as much rock as you possibly can, you know, and then I used to debate high-level Christians. I'd either debate high-level Christians or I'd debate Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons. I'd debate them, shake the foundation. And I got proven wrong a couple times. I got proven wrong. Not going to say. One Jehovah's Witness went to fucking college, came back to fucking debate me. It was fucking wild. It's like, I was so flattered. Like, wow. Ain't I special? But I do have an open mind. That's why you have to have an open mind. You can't be just like, you can't be rigid. You have to be an open mind, be ebb and flow, you know your strong points, know what you believe, and that's what you believe, blah, blah, blah. That's the basis of your faith. Well, for me, it was almost getting hit by a fucking van. I mean, that's what fucking sold me on it, right? Like, that's a pretty strong indicator there's something fucking going on. Almost fucking died. So that's what I base my faith on, is that experience that I had and the experiences that I've had moving forward from that time. Not the Bible, not the book itself, but the experiences I have and how it correlates to the Bible. I'm like, that's true, that's real, that happened to me, and I understand all the prophecies that have happened and everything, and when God's talked to me and I've seen angels, and that's what I base my faith on, not the book. I don't base it on the book. I base it on the experiences I've had that actually the book agrees with. They just sort of all agree to each other. I'm like, okay, well, we're all sort of driving by them. But there's this fucking thing called the Book of Thoth. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do I keep saying this? And so I did. I went on a deep dive. So we're going to talk about it tonight. So there are multiple matches for the Book of Thoth, including an ancient Egyptian text, a book written by Aleister Crowley. There's actually 4 of them. There are 4 books of Thoth. There is the actual original Book of Thoth, which was Egyptian. There is actually an Egyptian Book of Thoth. However, the researchers that I've looked at say that the Book of Thoth isn't a single book. It is the collection of the ancient Egyptian religion that flowed through time and that is not consistent. There's no consistency. There's no magic book. It's the whole thing. So I don't buy that theory. I believe there is an actual Book of Thoth, because they went back and they what they did is they did a Greek version of it. It's called what the fuck's it called? It's what is it called? It is the, let's see here. And it's true, it's a real one. The Egyptian. No, it's the Egyptian. We'll get to tarot cards in a minute. It's an actual name for it though. All right, we'll have to probably find it in the Wikipedia. Book of Thoth. So the second version of the Book of Thoth is a Greek manuscript. Known or claimed to exist. Shut up. Hold on, let's find it here. Period, scribes, the fictional book. Oh, they're not going to say it's real. No. There, it is real. It is a real book. For the Egyptian supernatural themes. Fuck you. Are you serious? Lovecraft also appears in games. Yeah, cool. It's got a name. It's like Stoic something Stoic, like Stoicism thing. Are you fucking kidding? It's not here. This is retarded. It's got to be here. It was translated to the Greek. Fictional book. Demonic text. Jeez. Oh, fuck off. Hermes. Yeah. So the church father, Clement Alexander, in the 6th book of his work, Stromata, mentions 42 books used by Egyptian priests that says that contain the whole philosophy of the Egyptians. All these books, according to Clement, were written by Hermes, a pre-existing Greek god. So what happened was, so the Greeks came down to Egypt. There was the Book of Thoth. And so when the Greeks came down to Egypt, they said, hey, do you know, we have a lot of things. We both have a pantheon, blah, blah, blah. And your god Thoth is like our god Hermes. No shit. And so what they did is they took that idea and they ran with it. And they copied the Book of Thoth from Egyptian to Greek. But there's Greek spins on some of the things. So it's not actually, it's pretty close. You can't decipher what is actually verbatim the Book of Thoth and what is the Greek version. They can't really decide what is what. However, then some fucking dude goes and he's looking at it, and he's a writer person, right? And he's like, you know what? All this Greek, whatever. It looks like these look like hieroglyphs. They're hieroglyphs. And he was watching. There's a tarot cards were actually it was a card game. Before they started divining futures and shit with tarot cards, it was a fucking card game in Egypt or in England. It was a card game. You know how we had jacks, kings, queens, aces, Well, tarot cards were like this, like rummy. You know, it's like rummy. It's like fucking Uno. It's, you know, that's what tarot cards were. Like, oh, let's play some tarot, right? So this fucking guy is looking at the tarot cards and he goes, "Those are fucking hieroglyphics. Those are hieroglyphics." And actually, when you read them like a hieroglyphic, blah blah blah, it actually corresponds to the Book of Thoth, the Greek version. Kind of, not really. Oh, this must be the original Book of Thoth. So that's three now. That's three versions. Tarot cards, fucking tarot cards, is actually somewhat. There's a whole illustrated book and they decipher the tarot card of what it means in the Greek and blah blah blah, how it relates to the Book of Thoth and all this other nonsense. Then fucking Aleister Crowley. Good Jesus. Mr. Crowley. So a book written by Aleister Crowley. For real, no shit of a word of a lie. The Book of Thoth is a book written by Aleister Crowley, an English author and occultist that was published in 1944. The book is a reference work and controversial literature that interprets a new tarot card deck, the Thoth, that Crowley designed with the artist because Thoth came down behind him and gave him word for word verbatim. Aleister Crowley, I was spoken to by Thoth, the god Thoth, and he told me the true secrets. This is the true revelation of Thoth. You ever notice that as well? That it's like, this is the new way. Oh yeah, they were wrong. Like the Book of Mormon was one that I always get suspicious when I hear that. You know, these different groups and shit. No, the disciples were wrong. Actually, it says this. Well, actually, it says this. Sounds like fucking Rachel Gilmore. It's in the Book of Mormon. It's the same. It's the same shit. It's same shit, different pile, in my opinion. That's what he did, and it's a bunch of sexual orgy and will of the way. The will of the way, which is also the satanic mantra for Satanism and witches and fucking everyone else. The will of the way, or if there's a will, there's a way. It's still satanic. I don't care. If there's a will, there's a way. Whose will? Your will or God's will? Because there's two different fucking things. If it's God's will, there will, yes. The will of the way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's God's will, there is a way. Yes. Not if it's your will. That's, we'll calm down now. Be careful. Because I'm God, and what I say goes. My will shall carry forth. And it shall be done, says me. Because you're God, eh? Oh, you're number one. Where there's your will, there's a way. Careful. The will of the way. The best explanation I had given to me was by this guy who was a witch that I knew. A friend of mine. Good guy. Full on witch, though. And he told me, he's like, because we were talking about it, and he was like, you have to look at it this way. When it comes to the will of the way, so you can do as you will. Do as you will. You are a God. Do as you will. Do as you will. You have complete freedom. However, this is the catch. You will have to suffer the consequences. You will suffer the consequences. You will reap what you sow. Do what you will, but you will reap what you sow. So he told me verbatim, you will suffer the consequences. So he explained it like, he goes, like if you go out and you murder someone, you will, I mean, you have the freedom to do that. Yeah. But you will suffer the consequences of being hunted down and put in prison, put to death. You will receive the consequences for your crime. But do what you want. See, and why it's satanic is because that's Satan saying, oh no, you can do what you want. But he's blameless. See, that's how he remains blameless. Well, he didn't do it. You did. You did it. He didn't. He's blameless. I didn't tell him to do it. I didn't force his hand. I didn't force his hand. I didn't like manipulate his fingers to do the things. I didn't do it. He did. That's how he remains blameless. Do we want? No. The will of the way. Do as you will. Just go. You are a God. You can do what you want. Do what you want. You're a God. Who told you couldn't do that? Who told you that? Who told you that lie? Go do it if you want to. That's what he promotes. That's what he does. That's his job. And then when you do that thing and you suffer the consequences of it, and you point your finger at Satan, Satan's like, I didn't fucking what? I didn't make you do that. You did that on your own. You did that on your own. I just said you could do what you want. I didn't tell you to do that. You did it. So he remains blameless. Because he convinces you that you are a God. He convinces you that there will be no consequences because you don't think about it. You're not thinking about the consequences, you're thinking about the action. But you reap what you sow. Satanic. That's satanic. That's what it is. And that's what Aleister Crowley, that's where it comes from. Yeah. I was talking to my talk. It's very cool. I thought it was bullshit, complete bullshit. But apparently there is an actual book of the, and now the thing that's I circle back to is the Bible. And it's something I want to kind of, and I have to dig into it. And this is where you build your house upon a foundation of rock versus a foundation of sand. So Jesus, he was born in Bethlehem, but because who was it? The king of Israel wanted to kill him, King Herod the First, I believe. His family his family was warned about the incoming slaughter of all the first male babies that was about to happen, or some fucking thing like that. And so they rushed Jesus to Egypt, and that's where Jesus grew up in Egypt. He didn't grow up in Israel. He grew up in fucking Egypt. That's where he grew up. And then when you start listening to the Book of Thoth, and they talk, and it's a lot of the religions actually. The Book of Thoth, the religion of the Yule religion. There's another one with with Saturn is the main dude. They all talk about death and reborn, and even with fucking Osiris, as a matter of fact, to die and be reborn. Your old self must die, and you must be reborn. It's a common theme. Oh, you have to take note. You're like, huh? You don't say. That sounds awfully familiar. Now, I have the line where I say that the Sumerians copied the Old Testament. That's my thing. That's what I say. Oh, no. That's how I say face. Because when you read the Sumerian text and stuff, the ancient Sumerian text, you're like, huh, it sounds a lot like the Old Testament. Got a great flood in there, and there's these things that kind of sound like angels and kind of sounds a lot like the Old Testament. I was like, no. The Old Testament was here first. They copied the Old Testament. I can do that because nobody knows, right? It doesn't fucking matter, right? So I say face. But when Jesus is growing up in Egypt, and I'm reading about the Book of Thoth, and I'm hearing about all the things that are with it, and I'm going, huh? It don't say. It sounds awfully familiar. Some of these things sound awfully familiar. I wonder if Jesus was, because he was preaching. I was like, well, he was preaching in the synagogues, and he talks about the resurrection of the life, and the old self dying, being brought into, especially baptism with John the Baptist. Like, how did John know to baptize people? Where'd that come from? He just starts baptizing people. Like, I don't remember reading that in the Old Testament. I don't remember, anyways. It could be there. I just don't remember. Huh? Where'd that come from? Interesting. I find things interesting. Oh. Again, though, and I could be, I could have the idea of my faith built upon, some of it could be on sand, and I don't even know. It's like, oh, is that starting to sink? Is that sinking over here? Okay, we need to prop that out and dig down. You just got to go digging. You go digging, and hey, I was wrong about this thing. Okay, fine. You go digging, you find the bedrock, put a post up, up you go, and just reinforce your foundation. That's it. Simple. So I don't know. It's interesting. They don't know. There's no point in this context because the Greek one is not the actual. They do have the Greek one. They have it translated, but it's not the actual Book of Thoth. It is. It's got parts in it that's like it, but it's not. So don't get your hopes up, people. They haven't found it. When they find it, and I hear about it, I'll and then we'll read it together or some shit. I think it'd be cool, and I'll rip it apart with the Bible. That's what I like to do. It's in the shadows of scriptures. What do you want? This is what it's. So that's why this show's called The Shadows of Scriptures, because I talk about the Bible a lot. I'm allowed to because it's my show. This is what I do in this. Welcome to Bible time. All night long. Sarah used to get mad at me. My other co-host, Sarah, she used to get mad when I talk about the Bible too much. But, oh well. What are you going to do? We will end the show. It's only 9:28, but I do have things to do inside. I want to talk about, and this is the difference. Like, the Jews hate the Muslims hate the Jews, the Indians hate everybody. We're just trying to fucking survive. You know, that's the way I look at it. There's a lot of Muslim haters out there, but I'm like, that's Jewish backed. And it seems to be, anyways. It's like it's all the conservative right people. You know, we're right wing, like fuck you are. The conservative right wing people, get rid of the Muslims. It's the Muslims' fault. It's the Indians' fault. I mean, have you looked? Tell me what fucking. You tell me what country you see more of, India or fucking Iraq. Then we'll have a discussion. But I think what it is, it's a Jewish-backed. That's why the anger is still there. This is going back fucking 2018, 2017, 2018 was actually a thing. It's not a thing anymore, really, in my opinion. You know, it's like it's not as prevalent as it was. And when people start pushing it, like it's so like fucking 2018, bro. So 2018. Like you're still on that? Fuck, dude. Can we find something better to do than talk about this shit? Fuck the Muslims. Get rid of the Muslims. You might want to fucking readjust. Get rid of everybody. How about that? I like it. So this is the difference between. For me. This is the difference between Islam and Judaism or Christianity. So David took up a lament concerning Saul and his son Jonathan. Okay, so you have to understand. Let me go back in time for you. So Saul was anointed as king by God. And then Saul fucked up and wasn't good enough anymore. So God said, no, I'm picking a new one now. And he went to this guy's house. And I think it was Samuel was the one who anointed David, King David. And he went down the line. The tallest, the biggest, the strongest. God's like, nope, not him. Second more. No, not him. All the way down the line. Right to David. And David was the youngest. He was the scrawniest. And Samuel's like, this guy? God's like, that's the dude. That's the dude right there. I want him as king. Because I don't look at appearances. I look at the heart. God's not shallow. God's like, what do you call me? Shallow? I'm not fucking shallow. I'm looking at his heart. He has a pure heart. That's the new king of Israel. And Samuel's like, yo, dude, this is your dude, whatever. So Samuel anoints David as king, basically. And then David moves up, joins the army, basically, and moves up in the ranks of King Saul's army, and everyone starts cheering for David, and Saul doesn't like it. Saul gets jealous, and Saul tries to kill David, and so there's a giant rift and hatred. Saul was like stalking him. He was trying to kill him. It was a big thing. So David took up lament concerning Saul and his son Jonathan, and he ordered that the people of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. It is written in the book of Jashar. A gazelle lies slain on your heights, Israel. How the mighty have fallen. Tell it not in Gath. Proclaim it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines be glad. Let the daughters of the uncircumcised rejoice. Mountains in Gibeah, may you have never dew nor rain. May no showers fall on your terraced fields. For there the shield of the mighty was despised, the shield of Saul no longer rubbed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the flesh of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan did not turn back. The sword of Saul did not return unsatisfied. Saul and Jonathan, in life they were loved and admired, and in death they were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, who clothed you in scarlet and finery, who adorned your garments with ornaments of gold. How the mighty have fallen in battle. Jonathan lies slain on your heights. I grieve for you, Jonathan, my brother. You were very dear to me. Your love for me was wonderful, more wonderful than that of women. How the mighty have fallen, the weapons of war have perished. I think that's the end of it. And it is. Yes. So that's coming from something. Now I read further into 2 Samuel, and after this sonnet that where David's mourning the loss of his enemy, basically, someone who hated him. There's this rift between David and the king, the house of Saul, and there's a war, and they keep fighting each other, and there's bloodshed and whatever. Because of the rift, there was a giant rift between Saul's army and David's army. They were fucking armies. And so here's this general basically that dies, and David's crying for him. He's like, "Fuck, that sucks. We're strong as eagles, and and fuck, that sucks." That's the difference for me, because when you read the Book of Islam, when you read the Quran, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. No, fucking right, kill them all. I've read the Quran. I'm like, whoa, it's fucking violent, man. Holy shit. There's no compassion. There's no empathy. There's no love for your neighbor. There's no, yeah, they hate you, but fuck, I don't hate you type deal. There's none of that in there. Convert or die. Basically. To me, that's, when I read that, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm like, yeah, typical of David to say that. He was like, he used to say that too. There's a passage where David's talking about, I will not, lay in wait for my enemy. I will treat them with respect and love and compassion. I'm not going to be a dirty fighter. I won't be a dirty fighter. I'm going to treat him with honor, blah, blah, blah. And that's the difference. And where you read in the Quran is completely opposite. I'm going to fucking attack them when they're asleep and blah, blah, blah. Holy fuck, calm down. Good Jesus. It's so violent. It's very violent. It's a violent religion. Fine, Christianity's got its, like, fuck. I get it. Paul stoned Stephen to death. Well, he was there. He held someone's coat. I get it. There's a lot of bloodshed in the Bible too, and where people get killed and stuff like that. But fuck me. Just when you think of it, and David is someone that we look up to. But even David was not perfect. He had sex with Bathsheba and then fucking had her husband, when he found out she got pregnant, oh fuck, had her husband go to the front line. So he'd be killed off, and then he could marry Bathsheba, and he would be, dodge that bullet. Wow, I almost looked like a piece of shit. Wow, I almost looked like a piece of shit there. That's what, the Bible's no different. As a matter of fact, Samuel came to him, and he's like, hey, David, I want to tell you a story. He was like, cool, I like stories. So there was this guy, and he had a flock of sheep. And he loved his sheep. And there was this another dude, and he had one sheep, just one, and he loved that sheep to death. That was his special little sheep. So the guy with a herd comes up, says, hey, let's have a sacrifice to God. And the dude with the one sheep says, yeah, that's a great idea. The guy said, yeah, but we're going to use your sheep. We're going to use yours. And the guy loved this sheep. He's like, I love it. It's like my kid. And kill it and sacrifice it to God. And shit. So David was fucking furious, because this was a big deal. It's a big deal. What a piece of shit. Who is this man? Give me this man's name right fucking now. I'm going to deal with this personally. Samuel turned to him and said, it was you. You did it. That's what you did. And God's seen it. You know how God punished David when Bathsheba had the baby? The baby died. That's how God punished David. You fucked up, son. You done fucked up. Hard. Something like that. That could be a mixture of a couple stories. I'm not sure. I don't care. It's good. It's a great lesson. It's a good example. Just a good example. So yeah. Good times, eh? Good times. I love this. There's so many good stories in the Bible. There are so many good stories. Like Samuel turns with you. David's just freaking out when you're reading it. you're reading it, David's he's fucking freaking out. Who's this fucking man? And I'm fucking sample terms and says, it was you. Boom! The plot twist, motherfucker. Plot twist. So good. So good. Can find, there's good stories. No, it's not all preachy stuff. There's like really good stories in there. Just gotta look for them. They're there. It's all preachy stuff. No, it's not. A lot of good stuff in there. Good stories, good things to talk about. 9:38. I think that's it. I think that's it. We did our first show back from a long extended vacation. I need to go and I'm fucking freezing. I'm cold. I've had one beer and that's enough. It's not for me. Go home, go in, get ready for work tomorrow. Hope you guys like the show. I mean, I'm trying my best to have fun, do my thing, vent, talk about weird shit. Someone else listening. You might as well. Aren't you lucky? Old Slippin' Lizard. That old guy. I got fucking Phil Brown fucking was talking about me. I didn't even talk about this. Yeah, we'll talk about this for a little bit. Fuck the number 10. How about that, you fucking bitch? How about that, you fucking cunt? You don't like what? Oh, he's fucking lost his marbles. Fuck you. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't even know. Because I don't like the number 10. I'm not good at making decisions. Suck my dick. How's that? I don't fucking know you. Stay in your own fucking lane, bitch. Don't fuck with me. Fuck the number 10. It's my weird thing. I like it. It's fun. And it's still true. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's true. The number 10 doesn't exist. It's not a real number. Prove me wrong. Then prove me wrong or shut the fuck up. You're crazy. Good. I hope that's my fucking defense for when they fucking pull me in. Your Honor, this is Slippin' Lizard. We're charging him with hate crimes against humanity for the things he said. I'm making shit up. How do you please, sir? Fucking crazy. Do you have any proof that you're insane? Have you not seen my videos and heard what I talk about? Definitely insane. Definitely crazy. Did you not see that? Look at the paintings. Like, I must be a madman. I've got to be a madman. I have to be out of my mind. Look at these fucking drawings. They're crazy. They're outrageous. I must be out of my mind. I must be crazy. You believe me, right? Right? Okay. Reduced sentence. I want to go with the crazy people because, I mean, they're cool stories. What's he got? He's got 18 personalities. Cool. Can I talk to them? Every one of them. Let me talk to all your personalities. The heart, the mind, the spirit. We can talk about that too. So, a while back in July, August, September, October, part of November, my heart and my mind, remember when my brains were arguing? For those of you who have been around that long, my left and my right brain were arguing. They were in it was a massive war between the two of them. It was horrible. It was a fucking horrible experience. What do you think about this? All right. My left brain wanted to go one way, and my right brain wanted to go another way. And I was stuck in the middle of the two of them fighting. And it was fucking horrible. I'm like, can you two not get along? The mind, the heart, the spirit. That's why I'm gonna. We could go left brain and right brain and all that jazz about the corpus callosum and all that other nonsense. But the way I'm looking at it, what I'm gonna start talking about is the mind, the heart, and the spirit. So the mind and the heart were fucking having a fucking war, and it went on for months. It drove me almost insane. I literally almost went fucking crazy. And the spirit was like, "Oh my fuck, can you two not just get along?" They were fighting so bad. And now that they're in agreement, there's so much peace. So much peace. When you can get them to stop fighting, and you're all gonna go through this at one point in your life, right there, where you'll be arguing with yourself. You'll come up with this idea or that idea. Like, no, I want to do this. Well, I want to do that. Well, I want to do this. Well, I want to do that. And they're fighting. You know, they want to do their own fucking thing. And you have to get them to agree. Find something. Just find anything for them to get to agree on. Just one thing. Like, can we not just find one thing? We'll build from one thing, find a foundation, and build from that. Just build from here. You'll be fine. Just find you. You have to find your center post. You find the center post. I like it. Find your center post. Should be the fucking name of a YouTube video. Find your center post. It's not bad. It's not bad. I have to start doing videos again. I got to start recording again. But yeah, now my mind is at my heart, my body, my heart and my mind are at peace now. They're working together. We were painting, and that seemed to sort of really help build their relationship in a way. I think the painting really, really helped. It really helped me to focus, and like I talk about it in 3 different parts, but it's just because I like to. Because it makes sense. I'll watch your eyes. If you're talking to me, I'm watching your fucking eyes. I am. I'll watch your eyes. I want to see which one's looking at me. Are they both looking at me, or is one looking at me and the other one? It's like, which one is focusing? Are they both focusing at the same time? Why? Well, because I've been in the situations where someone's been talking to me, and I'm like, what are you looking at over there? They're like, oh, I'm looking at your other eye. I'm like, well, that eye, this one, doesn't fucking see you. Only this one does. Only this eye sees you. So stop, because you're freaking me the fuck. Talk to this one. Just talk to this eye. Don't talk to both of them. Can't handle it. You're freaking me. It looks like you're not paying attention. Or you're being. I don't know the fuck. Focus on one. You know. Now I'm all fucked up because now they're in agreement. So it doesn't happen as much. So now I just watch to see which eye is dominant. Like, which eye is looking at me. Okay, so that one's there. So is that the emotion, or is that brain or heart? I'm trying to figure people out. Watch me. That's why I look in your eyes. I'm watching them. Watching your eyes. He's scared. He's creeping me out. This dude's fucking creepy. Why? He keeps fucking staring at me. That's called eye contact, dumbass. I'm just doing other things in the back of my mind. 9:45. Let's crack one. We're not gonna drink it all. Like 1.5. I'm telling you, 1.5. I'll be done. Like, no, enough. Just thirsty. I just don't want to drink anymore. It's just not the same. It's not the same anymore. My lips are. That's why we drank. That's why we drank. That's why we started. Fucking rage. Fuck, man. He drinks a lot. Well, yeah, because you're talking. I'm talking this whole time, so there's no more saliva in my mouth. I tell everyone, if you're going to start streaming, you're going to start talking on the internet, you're going to be talking for 3 fucking hours. That's why they have bottles of water beside them. Fuck, I used to have tea, pop, fucking a beer, fucking. I just load up on liquid. Just load up. Why? Because your mouth gets fucking dry. I saw Rage doing. How did that happen? I saw Rage. He would just drink a lot. I was like, he drinks a lot. Why does he drink so much? I didn't understand it until I started streaming. I went, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Your mouth gets dry. He drinks Gatorade. What does he drink now? Fucking Red Bulls and shit. Gross. I don't want to buy Red Bulls. Red Bulls sound expensive. Just buy no-name Sprite. Then till I make my own, and I'll be self-sufficient. How would you do that in the woods? Can't. Just gonna grow limes, I guess. Can you grow limes up north? What if you can? Probably in a greenhouse, eh? Probably need a greenhouse. I have to learn so much now. Oh my fuck. Chainsaws. I'm collecting chainsaws, so if anyone's got chainsaws they want to donate, I'm taking. Receiving. Chainsaws, power tillers, saws, hammers. Receiving donations. Imagine that. Someone just pulls up with a fucking trailer. Here goes, Flip. Could happen. Why? Well, I'm making plans. Making plans. Fucking full steam ahead. Full fucking steam ahead. 5th fucking gear, baby. 5th gear. What happened to 1st and 2nd? Fuck 1st and 2nd. Headed into 5th. Pull a hammer down. Full steam ahead. Chainsaws. I want to learn how to use chainsaw. I was watching the fucking that show. It's that show. I'm telling you, it's. Don't watch it. Don't watch Hard North. You'll be packing your bags and fucking buying chainsaws. I'm telling you. Buying fucking. It was blowing my mind. I was watching it, and I'm like, what did you do? Go to the fucking store and buy a piece of wood? I'm like, what the fuck kind of show is this? No, motherfucker took a chainsaw with his rig. It's like a mill, and he cuts a square fucking board out of a tree. He cuts the tree down, and he puts this fucking thing that looks like a stepladder on it. And he takes a chainsaw and he makes a fucking straight fucking cock fucking board. Square. Well, square is negotiable. Blew my. I'm like, oh my fuck, that's amazing. Makes his own 2x4 right there. Boom, done. Like I know people have mills and stuff, but I always imagine some giant fucking machine with giant saws, and you have to have no hell no. It's just this fucking. It's a fucking stepladder and a fucking chainsaw. Blew my mind. Like holy fuck, that's so wild. I want to do that. I want to try that. You can just do that. Fuck, that'd be great. It's great. It's all good to the woods. We're all going to the woods. Let's go. All right, people. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I'm going home. I wish I was going home. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace out. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Ciao.